Hey guys, going to be presenting this information about Operation Blue Memphis and just the need of it in stages, broken down into shorter videos that just kind of give people an opportunity to digest palatable pieces of it, and then just keep from having to do a 30 or 40 minute video. I just think this is probably easier to do. So let's start with I'm actually going to start with part two of sections of Operation Blue Memphis that kind of goes into some of the things that we were thinking. Anybody has any feedback on it? We're not experts in putting this information together. We're just trying to help our city. I'm from Memphis. I don't live in Memphis currently, but I'm from Memphis. My family's in Memphis, and so I'm going to do all I can to be able to help my city. So the thing, to keep from having to be redundant, but this may be the first time somebody's looking at this, so I have to go over some of this information. So Operation Blue Memphis is just a strategic plan in which Memphis has the great opportunity of monetizing and its hydrokinetic energy source, the Mississippi River, and also the Memphis Sand Aquifer to vault Memphis into one of the wealthiest cities in the country, if not the world, if executed properly. So just give some information, give some background. So Memphis is a lot of the Memphians already know this, so this is for everybody else. Memphis is it is the largest city in the world that relies 100% on groundwater. Okay. Honestly, that's why some of the companies have chosen to come to Memphis. That's why they've done it. It contains more than 100 trillion gallons of rainwater that expert believes fell about 2,000 years ago. And underneath it there was a natural filtration system, meaning layers of clay, sand, and gravel. And so as that water penetrated those layers, it developed into this huge repository of just some of the pure water, which is some of the best literally in the world. That's not an exaggeration. Okay. The Memphis Sand Aquifer itself is about 350 feet beneath downtown Memphis. It's about 800, a little less than 900 feet thick, and it has a withdrawal at about 210 million gallons per day. Again, that's below the capacity of any immense availability of water that rests just underneath the region. So the unfortunate part of this is that the private sector has already been taking full advantage of it. We have companies today that are in Memphis utilizing this water, some of the best water in the world for their own, to accomplish their strategic goals with no protections for the citizens and just the individuals in the region who not only rely on this water for their own water source, but just protecting it and or even monetizing it. So again, that's the critical piece of this. So there's a few different monetization strategies, and I'm gonna get to the most important thing before I'm gonna go over these strategies first. The first thing is the premium bottled water export. I mean, everyone has heard of Fiji Water, Voss, Evian. These are global brands, and every section of their water is not tested better than Memphis's water. Memphis had a better geological story than any of those brands. Okay. So when we talk about premium bottled water, Memphis has the best in the country and literally almost in the world. So that's first. Second, industrial water licensing. Memphis should create a formal industrial water authority that charges licensing fees to pharmaceutical companies, breweries, data centers, and semiconductor fabricate. All these industries need pure water. Okay. And so this could generate municipal revenue without depleting the aquifer. Okay. Third, water export agreements. And so Memphis is sitting on the port of Memphis. The port of Memphis is one of the largest ports in the country. And when you look at the rest of the world, not even just starting our country, the American Southwest, then you look to countries in Africa and the Middle East. This Tennessee specifically could negotiate interstate water compacts and eventually explore, I guess I would say, desalination alternative partnerships with countries that are water stressed. Okay. And Containerized ultra purified water export is a growing industry that Memphis could take full advantage of. And then water banking. Water banking is Memphis should establish what's called a groundwater banking system, where if you want to draw from the aquifer, it has to be sold. It needs to be traded, or it needs to be released on a regulated market. Okay, and then this will generate state revenue while also ensuring sustainable extraction rate. Now, those are just some monetization strategies. Before we even get to that, we just talk about the most important thing. I think I'll finish with this. The most important thing is protection. Okay, um, the Memphis aquifer, it is very vulnerable. Okay, and it's been operating without a coherent long-term plan to protect it. Now, let me say this: there are specific organizations that are in Memphis. First, Sarah Houston, Protect Your Aquifer, for years, have been going around the country talking about the Memphis Sand Aquifer. Herself, her organization. There are a host of great organizations who have been involved in protection and education of the Memphis Sand Aquifer for years. So I want to make sure that everyone knows that. For the people that's in Memphis, I'm sure they've seen her on television. They interview her. They just interviewed her a couple of days ago about when the wastewater recycle plant was reneged upon. So she's an authority, and her organization is authority, and there are a bunch of other organizations in Memphis that are focused on protecting the aquifer. So this isn't something new or dynamic that I'm saying as far as this plan. It's just a part of what people are looking to do already. So again, that clay layer, it breaches that allows shallow contaminated waters to mix with the deep aquifer, which is a negative for us. Overdrawing faster than recharge. The great thing about the aquifer is that it recharges, it rebuilds, but it's still not as understood and managed the way that we really need to be able to for monetization. And so there needs to be systems put in place. The the program at the University of Memphis, have been studying the Memphis Sand Aquifer for years, and so they have a lot of information out, even on YouTube, that you can look up and talks about. And they would be probably the best at monitoring, just a live action monitoring of the Memphis Sand Aquifer. Industrial activities. I mean, it's just all that does is just weakens our the protections. These companies don't really have the area's best interest in heart. That's just my opinion. And so they need all this has made our aquifer very vulnerable. And then it's been noted that some of the levels have dropped over 100 meters in just various parts of Shelby County. And so any monetization strategy, it must be on top of a comprehensive groundwater protection and recharge management plan. This has to be first, because if it's not built first, then we're selling or looking to sell something that we are just basically destroying. And that's not even fair for us to do, or that's not fair for people who are supportive of Memphis, native Memphis, people who are from Memphis. It's not within our right to destroy the Memphis Sand Aquifer. So we have to protect it. So at any rate, this is a little information on the Memphis Sand Aquifer. We'll get into more details about Operation Blue Memphis, the other phases of it. There should be a video coming up on just the opportunity for hydrokinetic energy, utilizing the Mississippi River, which they're already doing downstream. In addition to that, the various types of river hydrokinetic turbines that can make this just from some idea into actual plausible resource that could produce energy for the city of Memphis, the region, and so much energy that it can be exported to other countries. So those videos will be coming soon. All right, guys, thank you so much. God bless.